Panning for deer. Oh, there they are. And there goes Shaky again. I think these are Dahlgren cannons. Aren't they cool? They're too cool. We're going to Lytle's, where Lytle got killed. I walk through his park every day to and from work, and I needs to see Mr. Lytle, where he got killed. He was a famous, very famous poet of his era, and was well known all throughout the United States. There's another deer. I don't know how to make it steady when I go in that far. So the Confederates were coming up this way. Lytle Monument is to our left. And there's the hill in back of us.
What's today's date? The 6th? Greg.
Ooh, goodness. 6, 7. No, the 5th.
The 5th?
I'm a soldier. Huh?
Yeah, a poet soldier like in Braveheart, right? Isn't that what they said? So he gets shot by a sniper.
Did he?
Bullets, though, yeah. And his brigade skedaddled out. I guess up to that way.
Could have got shot closer to the road.
I know, making us walk all the way up here. Oh, one deer just... Oh, man, a big one. Oh, man, that was neat.
Did you get him on your...
I don't know. Yeah. We'll have to check later. Okay, I was going to walk all the way up here with this thing on, but this is too far away. His most famous poem that he was noted for is Antony and Cleopatra.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the poem?
Antony and Cleopatra. Yeah, why don't you?
Wait a minute, you want me to get that off there?
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. So I wonder which way he was facing. He was on a horse, right?
Yep.
That's right. His horse, he got shot. You said,
Might
what,
be over
7
there.
times?
There's a marker over there.
Yeah.
Good job, Chico. Oh, okay, Tommy.
This is part of Lytle Hill. There's this monument over there. Just wanted to get a bearings of what it all looked like. And we'll get this marker on, see where this, what was going on here at what given time. As we were discussing, this is a very complex battlefield because there was so much going on within the 2 days. It was what was called a soldier's fight. There was hardly any artillery used in any of the battle, especially within the woods.
Can you imagine?
This is kind of interesting, but
This is Long Street?
Long Street on the afternoon of the 20th, and then Lytle, where we just came from, Lytle was killed up in those hills up there, which I'm getting as stupid, and Lytle's forces were over there, so this is where Longstreet got on the afternoon of the 20th, while all the fighting was being done over to the north up this way towards Snodgrass Hill. There's a Union Hospital right there. Huh? It's about there's old Mark. We're coming up the Rosecrans headquarters. And again, it's basically on the same ridge as where Lytle was killed off to our left. And in back of us is where Longstreet came up after they broke the line. His headquarters is back of us down in the valley. So we'll get up here and turn this thing around and see what Rosecrans was looking at on the 20th. I'm not sure if he was here on the 19th, but he could have been. Departmental headquarters with the cavalry escort. Yeah, it was only on a September 20th, 10 to 11:15.
They must have moved up.
I don't know. When did they get whacked? Later on in the afternoon?
I was thinking it was like 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? I wonder where he went. We'll have to read up on that. This is where he saw Longstreet's right down there. Later in the afternoon. And that's facing east. We're facing east here, I believe, and there's north.
So why is that battery facing?
Which
here?
battery?
There's
It might be
battery
Confederate.
Yeah, that's got
Is
a blue
it?
sign.
Huh.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Unless
I believe we are at the base of Snodgrass Hill in back of us and Horseshoe Ridge. I'm not quite sure what this is all about. So let me get a picture of this. We're on top of Snodgrass Hill on Snodgrass Field, and there was no action up here, but I believe there's Thomas's headquarters down there. And I've seen this picture of this thing on the internet tons of times, Snodgrass House. Yep, this is the battery. This is Van Devere's battery. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that.
What?
That this was his battery. I mean, that it made it up here with them. I guess that's shouldn't be too much of a surprise. And to believe people were living like this still in the 1860s. You would have thought that this would have been more of a 1820s or something. But this was probably still the backwoods of Georgia. Pretty interesting. I don't know a lot about Snodgrass. There was a lot of Union sympathizers in eastern Tennessee. Well, we're not in eastern Tennessee, we're in North Georgia. I'm not sure. This is what it looks like. Well, here's something that talks about Mr. Snodgrass. Oh, no, this is Agony of the Wounded. This is always bad. Talk about what war is really like instead of all the soldiers running around. This is what it was truly like. It was a shame. The real part of war. It's getting quite cold out here. So old Pap Thomas, he had his headquarters down here to make doggone sure he wasn't going to get hit. So I'm not sure if we can get him into the diorama or not. I'm hoping we can. Here's the man. The rock. This is where he was at. This is what George was looking at on that fateful afternoon. But he stood up for the Union and held Longstreet's corps at bay. Well, this tells the whole thing, and I'm not going to put, well, let me just, real quick. There's a lot of verbiage on there. You can pause it and then read it on your own time. Snodgrass Hill, going up towards Snodgrass cabin, I mean going up to the hill.
This right here.
So, we go that way. Do you know
Yeah,
where
you can go
where
that
the
way,
9th
and-
is?
And then you
So
go
if
up,
we start here and come around.
yeah, and then go back up around that way.
Okay, well, that's what I think I'll do. And I need to get shots in the woods.
Unmarked. I was going to start on this side.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best way to do it, and get an idea.
There's the 9th, Greg.
That's the 9th right there.
Right there.
Well, I'll work my way up. I want to see who was where. Now like I said, I read an article that said that these brigades should be shifted to the west by one brigade. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm not going to believe it. So we're at the top of the hill. They fought not only on the top, but also on the lip of it, down farther. Typically when you fought on a hill, you didn't want to give your silhouette against the sun, so you went farther down on the hill. So we'll find out who these guys are. This is the 58th Regiment, and there is a Indiana regiment that out of one of Brannan's brigades that actually is credited with starting the holding of the line up here on this hill. Man, this is cool. That's the 9th Kentucky right there, huh? And there weren't any cannon up here that I'm aware of during the battle, so I'm not sure if that's right. Huh?
20th, at noon on the 20th.
Did they leave then? I mean, I think when the 9th was up here, there wasn't any artillery. Huh?
Markers all the way down there.
Yeah, it's going to be the Confederates, I would assume. I want to get a shot coming up. I hope I can get an idea what this looks like by walking. I'm seeing, I'm looking straight, and I'm looking up, and looking over. Trees. I get a good idea what size they are. No wonder they couldn't do this very well. Just asking people to do the impossible, attacking up this hill. So did they get pushed back like into there or something? To the next ridge?
So what?
Did they get pushed back to the next ridge?
I don't believe so. Not from what I had
That you're
seen
reading
so
here?
far.
This is Nagley, huh? And
There was a
Nagley
a
over.
troop that came down from the north and
Okay.
yeah,
that was Steedman, far right.
Yes, correct.
That was Steedman, part of Granger. Yeah, they kind of saved the day, actually. Like many other of these guys did. And these guys are the 11th Michigan. I guess he's part of Nagley. Part of their... Yep, part of Nagley.
Somebody lose his hand.
Yeah, I know, poor guy. Maybe it'll say here. Nah, maybe it won't. See, you know, this was a fluid area too. Some of them came, some of them went, and I think Vanderveer and came later on.
Rossman. He's the National Geographic Rossmaners.
Huh? Does it say?
So,
You can look it up on the internet. That's the fun part of the internet, in my estimation. The only thing it's good for. There I am chewing my gum again. I'm sorry. Whoever hears this in the future, I am really sorry that I do this, but I did. And here's Connell's. These guys, Brannon got all over this battlefield. It's amazing. Amazing, simply amazing. I don't know who these guys are. This is the 82nd. This is him. This is the guy that I read about that was having a argument with Brannon. It's this guy here, Hunter, who was the first on this hill and stopped other troops that were in flight, and the 9th came up next to him and held him. I'm assuming the 9th. Oh boy. So this is the finger coming out, and this is what it looks like. There's a bridge down there. Nope, that's just a log. So the finger comes around. Got a little gully there. I hope we can see that. And then the 9th is right up here. So the 9th must have been fighting this way. This is the guy, the 82nd Infantry, the commander of that, had an ongoing argument after the war with Brannon, his commander, because they were giving Brannon all the accolades for starting the hold up here. But it was really this lonely colonel here that started it. And
Hunter?
yep. And he got Camerlings, because the 9th came up next to him shortly thereafter, and he had him Camerling write a disputation, or whatever you call it. Disputation, stating that was true, that he was the first one. And there was another one that did it too, but I don't remember who that was.
So they didn't have an exit strategy. They didn't.
No exit strategy. Exit stage right, I think. Well, who are these guys? 17th Kentucky. And there's the 9th. So we're going to get the 9th. And it would have been nice if, and of course you can't do that, but it would be neat to say, okay, these guys were here at this time. Because again, I think it was very fluid and, oops, wrong way. And there's the 4th Kentucky. Is that about Vanderveer? No. See, I think they were detached again from Vanderveer, the 9th, for some reason. You know, Vanderveer gives him a glowing report. Camerling, right? And that and that after report after battle report. But I wonder if they got along. Just how these guys were detached from them all throughout the battle, it seems. You know, he puts them on ammunition duty at the beginning of the battle, which pisses Camerling off. That's a neat monument. The Germans in Cincinnati did this, I believe. Did they? Yep. You know, let me get that. Oh yeah. I don't think I got that real well. See, you can't see. And then there's a Snodgrass house down there. Don't know if there's a road that actually came up here. Probably not. Where did Uncle Tom go? Is he in the car? Yeah, he likes the 21st Ohio because I think they had them Colt rifles.
Oh yeah.
And they were pretty much of a regiment to study because they were all over the field too. See, now here's Brandon. But it's you notice that the 9th is over there.
Huh.
You know, I don't do this for me. This is for 3 generations down, hopefully. Right? So they can come and see what their grandpa and great uncles were like. Bunch of idiots. No.
Cut that off of there.
And that, ooh, see, these guys were really close with the 9th. They hung around together in bivouac. And fought together, of course. It's neat that they put those names up there. We don't like your Minnesota Vikings, though, but we like you guys. Oh, man, somebody ought to get up there and fix his bayonet. I mean, his musket. That is cool. Yep. That is too cool, though. They deserve it. Yeah, I think there was a fair amount of Germans were in this outfit. It is farther up a hill. We're going towards Horseshoe Ridge at this time. Turn around. There's the 9th monument, the car, and over this way is the Snodgrass cabin. Come around. Walking up a hill. And this goes pretty far.
This is the 9th up here, Greg.
Huh?
The 9th was up here.
Also?
Yeah. They relieved the 21st Ohio.
Later on, eh?
2:30 p.m. They left Kelly Field.
I don't know if they talk about. Oh, dang God.
See, they relieved 21st.
Then the 21st is.
Over here.
See, now does it? See, it's so confusing.
Down over the hills are the Confederates. North
My-
Carolina, South Carolina,
Okay, going that way.
and Georgia is Kershaw's division.
And around there is
So you went down, Tom?
Yeah. About
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down. I just want to get a shot. See, it's pretty steep. And we come around, and I head the gully from over that way, from the east, and here's the gully from the west. And I'm taking that these are all the Confederate markers. And as you can see, it cuts in again. Now I'm going to get where the 21st Ohio, because that's the last regiment I'm putting in my diorama. Hopefully. If you're not too far away. Nope. Darn. Almost missed this. 35th Ohio Infantry Van Devers Brigade. Same brigade as the 9th. And I don't know where all these plaques went. Somebody stole them or what. That's terrible. Oh, I'm pretty sure this was all woodlands, like right over here. We've got to have a ton of trees. So I'm going to be gathering trees and trees and trees. That's kind of what they all look like. If I get back. Looking for the 21st Ohio. And this is the close of the battle. Another Indiana regiment. Hey, Tom? See, this is going over towards Horseshoe Ridge now. I could have swore the 21st was right around in here. I don't get it. I'm getting confused. Maybe Horseshoe Ridge is over that way, but that doesn't seem likely. Well, this is the 5th Kentucky CSA. Well, again, I'm confused. It was much more green. We're here in November, and it's probably about 2 weeks ago was when the battle time frame actually occurred. It's November 5th now, and of course you know the battle started and ended 19th and 20th of September. I don't know who this is. This may be my guys. This is it. This is it. Look at the acorn. In the 21st Ohio. I have no idea where they were from. That would be some good research. And they fought, I think, all along this ridge. They had the Colt repeating rifles. And I'm going to use dismounted cavalry in my diorama to let's skip looking at them. To signify them. Hey, Skipper. Is this Horseshoe Ridge now? Is this Horseshoe Ridge now? Oh man. Whatever he said. Turchin. Now Turchin was a Russian. So they got up here? That's pretty amazing. I thought Turchin was below. I don't know. Granger came up with Steedman. So this is the beginning of Steedman's. And that has to be Horseshoe Ridge. There's no horseshoe about it though, from what I understand. They used to like having a horseshoe ridge at every battlefield for some reason, and yeah, they could have after the battle. They had all that. They had all those dead horses. Yep, this is Steedman. Of course, we just panned it. These guys saved the day. The Rebs were trying to take the left flank of the Union Army, or the Union Corps actually, or what was left of them. And Tommy wants to see the ridge. It can't go too much farther over. Missionary Ridge is right back here, right? That was Snodgrass Hill. We'll get it on the way back just to double check. Here's, but we're not going to have this in our battlefield. So we don't really need to tape this other than to, I got plenty of time and I got plenty of space. This is too cool though. Here's the 98th. Ohio. Now this is really what it looked like. Not this path, but this is what the area looked like fighting. Is that that's a Confederate, isn't it? Okay. It's a Confederate though, right? Who's
65th Georgia, 5th Kentucky, 58th North Carolina, and 63rd.
does it say what division and corps? Well, it was Longstreet's corps.
Preston's division,
Okay.
Corps.
Whose corps?
Buckner,
Yeah. See, it's so confusing. Buckner, I think, was under Bragg. We'll have to confirm that with Uncle Tom, the resident historian. He knows a lot about the Civil War here. So Thomas, did Bragg send forces over late on the 20th to?
Yeah, this is where they stop.
But Bragg sent some of his forces over to help Longstreet? Because wasn't Buckner part of Bragg's?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I missed that reading in my reading. So this is as far as they got, right? Oh no, well, no, up there is as far as they got.
This was in the night time.
Oh, okay,
And this is Granger's guys. Stedman.
okay, and they got captured?
No, this is as far as they got.
Oh, okay. These guys, but didn't the 21st, some of those guys get captured or something?
down there.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. And then in back of us, right, is Missionary Ridge, right? Up here?
Was that where we came through and it was open where the,
Well, I mean, there's a gully here and there was a road in back of here during the Civil War.
I like to do all the Ohio Ridge.
2013.
Yeah.
So was that Horseshoe Ridge over there?
This is Horseshoe Ridge right here.
This is Horseshoe Ridge.
All the way from here, from where Steedman was. Ow.
Yeah, it's all the way to Snodgrass.
But there's no horseshoe about this, right? Isn't it true that they like having a horseshoe ridge on every battlefield? I read that somewhere. Nobody can figure out why this is called Horseshoe Ridge, is what I'm trying to say.
There isn't any Horseshoe Ridge I know of.
Same here, but I was reading it that that they like doing that, and I don't know.
Sunken road.
That's impressive. Too bad their rifles are falling apart.
It's,
Vandalize it. A guy that lived in our neighborhood who moved. I never knew what he did for a living, and he actually, his company, he owns a company, actually redoes.
oh, really?
And he did Lincoln down in Lytle Park, and it's and
Oh, is that the one
and
he did? He did.
and the Marine Memorial. So if you're ever down Lytle, that's his work. His name was John.
Just cleaned everything.
No, they restored it. It's beautiful. It looked like this.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's if you ever get a chance, go down and see his handiwork.
I did.
Yeah.
Parked down
Okay.
underneath 71 and walked through. Get to the Reds game.
Okay. Yeah. But that's what these things could use. If you were a multi-millionaire, you could.
He's a
No, I said if you were a multimillionaire, you could hire people like that to redo these. And if you notice,
Each state should.
and if you notice, yeah, and if you noticed, on some of these monuments, there was things ripped off of them.
Yeah, I saw at least 3.
So, so what? You can get is it bronze? Is that it? And you get money for them?
They traded in for money, of course. Okay, this is the 75th.
There's another one there.
Oh, this is 75th Illinois Regiment. And they must have been holding up here. Damn, we got a long ways to go, guys.
I just can't believe that. I don't need the tape anymore.
What?
Ow!
See, the reason
People. Man. Vandals.
Boston.
I agree. Look at that. That is beautiful. I don't know if you're ever going to be able to see that. Well, we're on the extreme right of the Union line at Horseshoe Ridge. See, and there somebody else stole some more stuff. Most of these things that were stolen were most probably state insignias or seals, I mean. Yeah. Now we're going back towards Snodgrass Hill, but I just wanted to get some of these trees. They wouldn't have been looking like this, but at least we get to see how close they are and how many trees I'm going to need.
Well,
Oh good, the sun's coming up.
Private August Brotnover, a Union infantryman, wrote this account of the action here on September 20th. Brotnover served in the 10th Wisconsin Infantry.
As soon as it was light, we were marched to the front, in line with the rest of our brigade. By this time, we were in good fighting condition. Everybody was anxious to go ahead and do something. We were about out of provisions, too. Even water was scarce with us. All the forenoon, we were moved around in the woods without seeing the enemy. The bullets came by our heads and several men were hit. Then we were ordered to lay up logs for breastworks, to get behind it quick. The rebels frequently advanced on our left while we were rolling logs together. Later the attack became more general along our line. We had to work on our breastworks at intervals when we were not being attacked. Gradually, we put in logs crosswise to protect ourselves so that we had no trouble to drive them back. We began to let them get quite near to us before firing, and in that way did great execution. We could see the line come up through the underbrush in good order, then waver, and a number would fall, and the rest would turn and be out of sight in a minute.
With the acorn. Another acorn. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can get that from here.
that brag.
Cool quit. Confederate line going towards Kelly farm. 10th, Wisconsin. And I'm getting hungry. Again. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Damn it.
Really?
Oh, damn it, she moved.
Just left.
God.
Wow.
Come on back out, Cody. Damn it. Can't see any. Can't see the coyote. I had the lens on, of course, and wasn't ready to try to tape. So he's in there somewheres. The sun goes through this. Nope, no coyote. He was there, I seen him. Of the 20th, we're camped, actually the 19th, they're camped in those woods there, and I've got a picture of that. And then they came across here when they were needed to stabilize the Union left at this point. So we're going to take a walk on down. We were right in the woods just right before this, where my camera is pointing. But they came across here, marched down. We're going to see if there's any monument or something down this way. It's kind of for the 9th, because it looks like the 9th. The 9th also had a bayonet charge down here. It seemed like they were bayonet charging all over the place at this battle. Oh, and then to get your bearings straight, Snodgrass Hill is right up that way. So once they done doing this charge, and I think they also fought in the back of us, then farther down the Lafayette Road to my back is where the line finally broke, or I should say the one division got out of line and opened created opening for Longstreet to exploit, which caused these forces here to go up to Snodgrass Hill, at least some of them. I'll take the right one. Let's see what it says. But we're on where the 9th marched. Pretty interesting. You wonder if John Roos was with them. If he was a Wagoneer, excuse me, I don't know. Yeah, this is the artillery line. I'm going to take a walk on down here, shut off, and see if we can see if there's anything down here about the 9th. And here we are at Kelly's field. the morning of the 20th, and our boys the 9th, I believe, did another bayonet charge here to the left. So I got that. Gotta stop it and read this thing. And this is US 27, Coleraine Avenue. That's the 87th Indiana, who was part of. So one of these has to be. Could be. I didn't know there was more. This I never knew about. I mean, I read a little bit about this, but I didn't think it was this big of a deal, but it sure was. This attack
Well, yeah.
that Vanderveer did here.
I don't think we're going to find tonight. Unless we
No.
walk out maybe that way.
I don't think there's a monument to them, is there here?
How many monuments have we seen?
Oh, we've seen a ton. For them.
Of 9.
Oh, two, right?
And there's 3 altogether.
There's another one?
Yeah.
So you think it's way out there?
Might be.
Well, I'll take a look. See if this guy all right. This is on the Chickamauga at the southern end of the battlefield. More cannon, as you can see. We'll go take a look at the Chickamauga.
Alright, how are you?
Hello. Somebody was drinking beer down here. Pretty grody. But that looks neat down that way. Yeah. The Rebs were over on that side of the creek. Yeah, does anybody really want to read that? You can read a book if you want to know more about this. Read a book. Here's Joe Wheeler, one of the Wheelers from Wizard of Oz, one of the original Wheelers. That's not true. I was just kidding. There's old William T. Gump. Gump is what they call him. And McPherson. And the rest of this place. I like these cannons. There's just so many cannons. Thousands upon thousands of cannons at this place. You just can't get enough of cannons. And I love the way they painted. I had a feeling that I didn't paint my cannons properly, because some of the other ones I seen had a lighter green. Well, mine looked just like this. I am so proud of it. Skip's looking for wildlife. Let's take a look inside. Ain't much in there that you can see. And that's all cleared out. We're just stopping here. We're at the end of the park, the south end of the park. These cannons look pretty cool. Plus, I have to relieve myself in back of one of these trees. Pretty neat stuff. Here we are on top of Missionary Ridge in Tennessee. Right over there is Chattanooga, and in back of us is the battlefield of Chickamauga somewhere. I wonder if you could see it from here now. It's probably down farther, huh? This is Sheridan's division, Granger's Corps. When did he get into Granger's Corps? That ain't fair. Illinois. Ow. Ow. I hurt. More cannon. Probably never seen so damn many cannon in your life. Paint it the proper shade of green. That's what we like to see. Battle of Missionary Ridge. Let me do a listen. Yep, it's broke as usual. Nah, not gonna work. It's getting cold, I'm telling you. It's gonna be good to get home tonight. We kind of know enough about Missionary Ridge anyway, though. It's kind of a neat picture. This looks like a monument to the Illinois regiments that fought here. It's an impressive monument for sure. And I think I'm gonna go back here. I'm not so sure I got the whole thing, but it's pretty neat looking. Their view of it. Here's an Ohio monument on top of Missionary Ridge. Here's a pretty neat, ouch, pretty neat view of down by Chattanooga. I'm going to take a walk to the edge. Hopefully I don't fall off. Boy. Hey, spooky up here. I think Sherman came across there, but I don't think he ever made it. 65th Ohio. And I'm freezing my ass off. Brr. This is the last one I'm getting, and I quit. (125th Ohio). And there's a picture of these cannon with Uncle Tom walking down. The little one's always the yappiest.
Yep.
There's youngsters that live in that house. 'Cause there's places to swing and got a tire. That's pretty neat. And a bunch of pumpkins. Got it. Okay, that's okay.
There you go.
That's fine.